And we're live. Beepity boop boop. Hello, VOD viewer. Kirby, in case you're not here. Hope you're doing okay. Having a good day. I'm about to play something extremely cursed.
This should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
I woke up with a boner, boner. I woke up with a boner. I woke up with a boner, boner.
I love this playlist.
I woke up with a boner, boner. I woke
This is MBT's pre-stream playlist. He starts every stream with this shit.
Crazy problems. I ain't trying to have all them crazy problems. I ain't trying to have all them crazy
It's unfathomably cursed.
Trans identified and gender dysphoria and are mentally ill.
I woke up with a boner, boner. I woke up with a boner. I woke up with a boner, boner. I woke up with a boner. I woke up with a boner, boner.
What's a funny one I can play while we do Scrandle? What's a funny one I could play?
Why so serious?
It's so bad. It is so unfathomably bad.
Why so serious?
Yo, Nicholas. I'm trying to find the perfect background song for when we play Scrandle.
Why so serious?
Hello. Hello, Kirby. It's a banger, Nicholas. What's the problem? It's time for Scrandle. Oh. This is fucking Deltarune as well. This is Attack of the Killer Queen in Deltarune. Why do you do this to me, Pip? I'm sorry. This is MBT's official pre-stream playlist. Whenever he starts a stream, he picks a song randomly from this. Or like, just plays the playlist on shuffle.
Got the club going up on the Tuesday. Got your
Surrender, or I'll make you listen to this double mint music. Give me that double mint music, you idiot! Okay.
Oh, yes.
Oh, banger. This one isn't even that bad. Okay, I'm sorry for starting the stream like that. I had to do it one time, you know? See if it's for me. Let's see. Why does this say hot dog and then it's uncooked garbage? Hot dog, mac and cheese, crispy onions, Fruit Loops. Both of these are crimes, but I guess I'd rather take the uncooked one. Yeah. The hot dog. Doesn't even look bad. Is anyone in the world going to pick the right one here? I don't care that this is insanely expensive. It looks good. Yeah, thank you. Salt and pepper chicken, right? Yeah. All these are easy so far. Why do I speak? Why do I have opinions on things? They might have been easy, but they're not easy anymore. What is this? The chicken curry looks a lot better than the hot dog. Yeah, yeah. P debuff. That carne asada fries looks really good. Yeah. Oh no, both of them are back. The worst picture of all time. And 5 sugar donuts. It has to be the donuts, right? Yeah, we don't know anything about this pie. There's nothing to go off. Okay, those look like store-bought chicken wings. It also doesn't say that the cola is included, and the price is comparable. And this looks like a fucking delectable brownie. I was gonna say this brownie looks fantastic. Beer or spicy sausage? That sausage looks really good for the price. Unironically, this is one of those things where the bread choice is gonna be controversial, but this is a fine way to do it. It's unconventional, but it's fine. Camden Town Stout. It's fine, I would drink it, but I wouldn't pick it over Guinness, Black Heart, or Forged. Oof, not a good opinion. That's not an 8 quid drink opinion.
This should be played at high volume, preferably in a
It's no better than passable. Just tastes like literal nothing. Is that price for a reason? Okay, then it has to be the hot dog, right? Yeah. We do a little bit of research here. We do a little bit of research here.
I ain't trying to have all them crazy problems. Bruh! I ain't trying to have all them crazy problems. Bruh!
Horrendous way to serve a hot dog. However, the hot dog itself looks fine. That hot dog looks good. And I'm like ideologically opposed to the ice cream sandwich. I've had enough of the music, I'm sorry. I know you were loving it, but I've had enough of the music for today. I'm gonna take the sausage, even though it's overpriced as fuck. It has a pint included. Oh really? People like the ice cream sandwich. I would never take the ice cream sandwich. But I also don't like that type of candy at a game. Now, we have a special... There's a special link above the one I'm hovering now. That we're gonna do instead of Rule 34/AO Free Scrandle. Which is... more games like... So I was looking for a thumbnail, because I'm tired of it picking Scrandle every time, so I just searched for The Last Sovereign, and then, you know, looked at pictures. And I kept getting links to more games like The Last Sovereign. So first of all, I want to read the this here. The Last Sovereign is a 2D adventure strategy RPG indie and single-player video game developed by Sierra Lee. It is a free, optional, and donation gameplay. It is a free, optional, and donation gameplay. The story of this contest is based on the lust and purity of the Torn world. It will enter the player into a fantasy world with new paths, and the player has to act like an acting hero. It enables the player to embrace a reconstruction of some familiar old tropes to provide a lot of fun and sex. The Last Sovereign includes realistic sex scenes. It also contains more than 150 sex scenes with 50 hours of gameplay. We are approaching 50 hours, so I can vouch for this part being correct. Also, this entire sentence reads like they took the Steam description. Can we they took like this. They took the fucking like description here, or the description. Yeah. Oh my god, they literally just did a thesaurus on this. The Last Sovereign is an adult fantasy RPG that plunges you into the saga of a world torn between forces of lust and purity. As you enter the complex conflict, you forge a new path that will change the course of history. It is embedded with more than 24 fully illustrated scenes. I think they're at like 150, 200 scenes now that have art. It's like a lot over 24. They're at like 100 plus easily. And also allows to manage of the differing opinions of more than 20 harem members. Spoilers, I didn't know we'd have 20 harem members. The player in this gameplay can invest in more than 138 assets that have a great impact on the plot, and the story begins. The prominent features embedded in this contest are 50 hours of gameplay, 25 illustrated scenes, 62 hot posing images, I was wondering if that was a thing. They weren't saying hot poses, but like hot posing was a thing. More than 20 harem members, 150 sex scenes. This time it's capitalized, whereas in the original one it's not. And negotiable deals. The term negotiable deals is ominous as fuck, man. Okay, so games like Last Sovereign, what do we got? We got RPG Maker Unite. This is a tool. Yeah, this isn't a game. Okay, so first one's a dud. Action RPG Maker. That's also not a game. Destiny Warriors RPG. Senpai Studios. Okay, we gotta show details. I see they use the same art pack. Intriguing. Maybe I'll have to check it out. Arcus Online MMORPG. Guys, I don't think this is doing a very good job. I don't think this is doing. Bless Mobile number 6. There ain't no way. This is a horrendous list. Guild of Heroes. Racial Dungeon Arena. I just want to find something I've never, like, that doesn't even look like a real game. Armored God is a role-playing and single-player video game. Takes place in the fantasy-themed world, developed by Ifun Company Limited for mobile devices. Okay. The game allows the player to assume the role of a warrior who needs to step into a world full of chaos. It offers an MMORPG gameplay in which an epic storyline will lead the player on an epic journey to bring salvation to the Darkland. Wild Rift! They cooked a little bit too hard when they compared The Last Sovereign to League of Legends, man. That's going too far. I've had enough. I also consider, I think it'll look a little bit better if I leave just a little bit of space to the side there. So I'm going to do that. I think this looks a little better. I could be wrong, but we tried for a bit. I saw Sea Dog stream Look Outside, and I thought it worked pretty well doing it that way. Maybe they meant League Rule 34 instead of Wild Rift. Easy mistake to make. Yeah, you know, they're about as popular. Isn't Wild Rift like literally more popular than League because of China? League of Legends Wild Rift popularity. Hard to say. I have a hard time finding good numbers. But I thought that Wild Rift was in China, whereas League wasn't nearly as popular in China. I mean, some of the best teams in the world are from China, so it has to be popular in China. What am I talking about? I think it's just the fact that mobile games tend to be really popular in China overall. But like, regular League is also insanely popular in China, for sure. Okay, let's get into it. What do we got? Monster? Are they weak as fuck? Yeah. I had to tap out to lower the volume on my end. Asia and Latin America are really big on mobile gaming last time I checked, but yeah, League is huge in China, yeah. I don't remember the reason, but mobile gaming is insanely large in China specifically. Oh, humans, excuse me, just doing some monster hunting. I'll stay out of your way. From the looks of your group, these monsters would be like flies to you. Do you have any trouble with monsters on your borders? Not much. These outposts are more for keeping out humans, no offense. But corrupted monsters do show up, and we like to kill them so they don't hurt the wildlife. I hope we won't get in your way then. I'd rather do it myself, but I'd accept the help. Just don't hurt the wolves, please. Done hunting? Anything else? I'm happy I didn't kill a wolf by mistake. I almost aggroed the wolves. Not that it would have, like, been a lot of time, because I just saved before, but, you know. I don't see any other monster, unless this mushroom is one. No, I can't even get there. Oh! Oh! Secret mushroom. More secret mushrooms. Oh, oh, so many secret mushrooms, they don't do anything. This game sucks. Yeah, I'm done. Hey, you cleared out the monsters without hurting the animals. I'm impressed. Admittedly, my bar for humans is low, but you're making me feel bad about the insulting thoughts. That's good. Anyway, there's a bounty for monsters, and I'd feel bad taking it for myself, so I'll give it to you. Received 700 sex. And as thanks, here, take this. Received an elven ring. Forged by an elf mastersmith in a magical forge in order to make a quick buck. You know, not every item can have grand ambitions. Some of them are just very, very basic. You can have it. Stop right there, human. Just what the hell are you doing, marching toward Dargelon? Storiel, we only want to... You have no right to that word. Not when you approach us bearing such power. Wait! You arrived much faster than I expected. These humans are being brought in as consultants regarding a matter of great secrecy. Are you familiar with our royalty problem? As commander, I received a few cryptic briefings. Feel free to wait for whatever formal escort you think is necessary, but it is important they be allowed inside. There are political games afoot, aren't there? Well, that's not my concern. I'll contact the Mother's Guard and stand down. Thank you. Trust me, this will benefit Dargelon in the end. As for you, thank you for coming. Please feel free to do as you wish until the guard arrives, then speak to me to enter. Thank you, we will. Feels like they're here. That was quick. Let's get ready and move. I'm considering nah. I was considering making a backup of my saves in case I fuck them up or like I save over something important, but I don't think I need to. Thanks again for your help. I've got enough of them, so it's probably fine. I just don't want to use all 90 slots because the game starts lagging a ton, which is why I only use the last 10. I have the autosave and like nearby if I do that. Whew. Thanks again for your help. No problem. Oh, they just left? Hello? You better not betray Dargilon's trust. Can I talk to you? Nope. Ready to go? Yeah, I think so. Good. We'll take you straight to the meeting grounds where the seed struck. How long will that journey take? Journey? How long will that journey take? Ah, don't worry about that. The Mother's Guard is blessed with woods walking. They can take us there directly. Some form of local teleportation, perhaps? You can think about it that way. Now, let's go. Sounds like divine magic. Alright, we're here. The negotiation platform is just to the east, built over a small tributary of the river Grindine. Tributary? Tributary, a river or stream flowing into a larger river or lake. A person or state that pays tribute to another state or ruler. Okay. The Mother's Guard has warned everyone of visitors, so you shouldn't be attacked by anyone here. Expect suspicion, however. Several key groups of mages have come to attempt to help. It might benefit you to speak with them first. Yes, we'd want to scout the situation first. Will you be joining us? No, I need to go. I'm already too involved in the politics of the situation. I only pray to the Mother that I didn't make a mistake bringing you here. I'm like moving my microphone because I think it's in a really annoying spot. Shows a... I really wish I had a like slight extension to the arm. The arm is like in the way in a really annoying fashion, and I can't really fix it with how short the final piece connecting the microphone is. I wish I got a longer one. I only pray to the Mother that I didn't make a mistake bringing you here. So, this is the Mother's Guard. They let us in, but I felt like they were glowering the entire time. They seemed tough. More than that, there's something about them. No, never mind. You have an observation, Karina? Well, they remind me of the Inquisition, I think, in a strange way. Maybe the elves have their own Inquisition. I don't know much about this religion of theirs. This is so strange. The Mother often doesn't even have priestesses, much less guards. Another thing for us to consider, but for now, Yara, can you work our illusions here? Sure, there's some ambient magic, but the elves don't seem to do many illusions. Heyo, Eddie!
Do you have any idea?
Thank you for the sub, I appreciate it. I don't think I filed my taxes with Twitch. I wonder, can I check how much money they owe me that they can't pay because I haven't updated my tax reports? I gotta see. This information should be visible, I think. Monetization? No, it's... I mean, I can do the like stream summary thing, right? No. Earnings, there, revenue, earnings. Payouts? They're holding $60. Big. They're holding $60. I'm happy to hear it, Eddie. I was gonna ask if you're caught up. I'm sad you aren't. But I hope you get time to catch up later. I'm really glad I'm uploading all the VODs this time. I'm so sad I lost Domineco playthrough. I'm definitely gonna be uploading VODs of like everything I play from now on. It's so worth it, for sure. Work has been pretty bad. Ugh. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear it. If I could soothe you, if I could heal you, that would be great, but... And France in general is a shit show right now. I heard that the fucking Prime Minister swore in the government and then immediately stepped down. Whereafter fucking Macron, like, hired him again 2 days later. Or, like, not hired, but I forget what the term is. Like, assigned him or swore him in or whatever. Which is crazy. Fucking, like, I'm out of here. No, 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 no. You are staying. You do not get to leave. Absolutely Looney Tunes politics. I hope things get better for you. I was gonna joke and say, not for France, so just for you. But no, I wanted to get better for France as well. I don't know why we clown on France. What happened? Why is France okay to clown on? Why is everyone low-key racist or, like, bigoted against French people? What happened? I've been on this bus for so long, and I don't think I've ever properly questioned it. It's just people around me are like it, you know? Because we deserve it. I guess that does make sense, huh? Yeah, I've done enough questioning for today. I'm gonna stop questioning it. It's a very cinematic country, yeah. But yeah, no, I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna catch you up in, like, verbally. I feel like you are in deep enough that you would want to watch the actual VODs, right? So feel free to hop out if I'm spoiling you. But it's nice to see you. I'm happy to see you again. I hope things calm down for you and work gets better. Sure, there's some ambient magic, but the elves don't seem to do many illusions. Then I'd like you to obscure our group so much that we can't be recognized as ourselves later. Ah, you want to scout around before we show up officially? Exactly. In that case... Purple flashbang! And now we're random elven merchants. Good, let's see what we can learn. Okay, it's a talk to everyone segment, which is unironically my favorite type of segment in the game. It has never not been my favorite type of segment. Everyone is focused on the queens, but sadly the most probable outcome is the Nazi party in power, so I'm trying everything I can to not let it happen. That's why it weighs on me. Yeah, we have a similar problem in Sweden. I think it's everywhere right now. I commend you for trying to do something about it, but don't let the world weigh you down too hard, okay? We need Simon ASAP. Yeah, every country would be better if Simon ran it, unironically. Like, there's a quote later in this game that I don't remember the context for it all, I just remember it in a vacuum. It's from Orkant, I believe, which is something along the lines of this gives him a newfound respect for what's it called? Dictatorships. At least despots accomplish something. So, you know, that's kind of how you feel sometimes. Simon at least gets shit done, you know? Unfortunately, you can't really vet people like Simon, and once they're there, you're kind of too deep, huh? Everyone is focused on the queens, but the corruption of the river Grindine. Isn't this... I keep getting stuck on Grindine. Isn't... What's this... Is it Grindhilda? Grindhilda. From, Banjo and Kazooie. Gruntilda, that's it. Gruntilda. Gruntilda Winky Bunyan. I keep thinking it's fucking River Gruntilda. The corruption of the River Grindine is a greater concern. It does seem to go quite deep. Have you uncovered anything useful? Ah, your company as a mage? Well, we are not supposed to cooperate with others, but given the situation... Yes, we have learned a great deal about the exact nature of the corruption. There's a seed that spawned it, and its power is not so great that we could not destroy it, if it could be found. It has hidden itself? It sat immobile beneath the queens, so we grew complacent, but has become mobile and vanished. What? The seed of corruption, like, gets... becomes like a creature that can move? Okay, that's bad. Worse is the corruption of the river itself, which will spread throughout the land. It will take a great feat to cure this. Yes, that will be quite difficult. I hope that mages stronger than I arrive to assist you. Oh yeah, because they're in a... What was it called? It was called a tributary. So the river that's getting infected now bleeds into the larger river, and that'll infect that river. Oof. Yeah, that's not good. As do I. We need all the help we can get. Powerful as our magic is, we are lesser for our refusal to work with those outside our forest. Okay, so you're ally number 1. Good to know. We have acquired ally number 1. Reasonable elf, not supremist. Where's Elder Linine gone? We need her to get through this. The Royal Guard is used to living off the land, but a situation like this stretches our resources. You're merchants, are you? Please move on. We have no need of your services. All needs are covered, even in a situation as dire as this one. Rather, because it is so dire, everyone has come together. We have groups from all over both Dargelon and Geldaron. I'm quite glad to see old comrades who have joined the Mother's Guard. You know many who joined? That isn't your affair, merchant. Please, be on your way. I'm not used to having so many groups in such a small area. The security risks are endless. I don't want to trigger anything here. In case talking to her triggers something, because it's the person who led us here, right? I intended to meet the emissaries here, but I haven't seen them again. Yeah, we're sneaking around. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. Both queens in the same place, and I'm the one supplying them with food. I thought the barrier was impenetrable. That's old news. The combined Royal Mage Corps have found a way to get things inside. It's a one-way trip, but that's good enough for food. I'm going to make a fortune. Are you seriously selling food at a time like this? What? I would never dream of charging the noble queens for food in such a tragic moment. That would be crass. No, everything is free. Then the boost to my reputation will make me a fortune. Your noble sacrifice for our people brings me to tears. For no reason in particular. Anyone remember Mr. Beast and his business model? I'm starting to think about a coworker of mine who says that there's nothing weird about making share it into a business model. Money brings me to tears. You're embracing the self-illusion thing, huh? Just try not to screw it up by acting too human. Share it, yeah. I do hope the tragedy ends soon, though. Providing everything free is costing me. Motherfucker. I think we should torture those damn succubi until they give up their secrets. There are succubi here? Where? Never fear, the Royal Guard is keeping them in a secure location. But I don't like any of them in our sacred woods, even as prisoners. As soon as this is over, I hope we kill them all. That's right, that's what they deserve! I don't get how you can say things like that. Just trying to get into the elfy mindset. It makes Cumdom so sad, though. Yeah, maybe it won't be possible to make a world where elves and succubi can fuck freely everywhere. You don't like charity porn? Considering the game you were playing, I thought it'd be right up your alley. Marcus, you need to understand that if I was in a position to get an insane amount of goodwill and an insane amount of money by doing charitable acts in front of a camera, I would do it. And I would say I'm the greatest person ever alive for doing so. But then the instant someone else threatened me by doing the same business model, but in a different like spin on it, so better or like more optimized, I would kill them. And I would decry them as the spawn of Satan, the Antichrist. So you need to understand, it's not that I don't like charity porn, it's that I should be the one engaging in charity porn. Otherwise, it is unholy and awful for humanity, okay? There, I hope that settles things. The issue is I can't even make this joke because everyone who makes this type of joke, they inevitably, like, actually do it. I'm thinking Bill Burr being like, all the people in Hollywood would take Saudi Arabia's blood money. They don't understand jack shit. And then the instant he gets an opportunity, he does it. So it's like, I don't even want to joke about this because currently I don't believe it to be true. But I feel like the instant you say anything like that, it becomes like an inevitability, you know? Hopefully I never position myself like in reality in such a way where that becomes a possibility. That seems like I would be in for a bad time. Hatreds may be deeply ingrained, but they don't last forever. This continent barely knew succubi several generations ago. Also, hello Tio Luco. Luco? Luco. I'll just go Luco. Hello, Luco. Happy to have you live. If anybody can make it happen, it's you. The day I hear those succubi are dead is a good day. I saw someone down here. Where the fuck did they go? Is it this one? No. Is it this one? There's no point to a royal encampment with Queen at Atria. Atria gone. I hope that saving the queens will assist in negotiations, but I confess, I am skeptical. Skeptical? You don't think our glorious noble queens will be able to forge a lasting peace? Violet Bactrin. The negotiations before the corruption attack did not fill me with much hope. There was all these usual petty concerns, river rights, exact border lines, alleged encroachments. And you feel those are distractions? The feud between Dargelon and Geldaron is ancient. Scholars have given many different reasons for it. It was Reliar, Aurilici. Okay, we're gonna spend like 20 minutes to really dial this pronunciation in. Aurilici. Aurilici. Aurilici? Aurila? Aurilici. Aurilici? 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 This is gonna be like Janine, where I couldn't settle on a pronunciation until I took a break. I came back at a later stream, and it just like, Janine was just not a problem anymore. My brain had digested how to pronounce it and formed a coherent plan, a flow chart for every syllable in the word, so that I could execute on it reliably every time. The issue isn't that they are made-up names and I can say them however I want. The issue is that if my brain doesn't default to a way to say it, it's gonna mix it up every time, and that's infuriating for both you and me. So I need to find one and like settle with it, but I realize it's only gonna happen automatically. So like give it a couple streams, and if the word comes back up, we'll settle on something. Aurilici. It was Reliar Aurilici who gave the first answer I liked. It exists because it exists. That is to say, trying to find a specific cause is irrelevant. The feud feeds off itself now, countless factors creating a new phenomenon. I'm a Psych viewer. Does that happen with Psych a lot? I haven't noticed. I guess I'm a fake Psych fan. So you feel the current negotiations are just dealing with symptoms of a deeper conflict. He pronounces things in a way that makes me think he's trolling. That's fair. So you feel the current negotiations are just dealing with symptoms of a deeper conflict. Exactly. Having said that, we still need to save the queens, or things will get worse. The vehicle. What was my oh, who was it? Fuck, I forget who did this. Someone pronounced the Jewish god Yahweh as I think it was like Yahweh. It was like Yahweh. It was like really fucking upbeat as well. It was like Yahweh. I was like, there's no way you think that's how it's pronounced. Yahweh. A peace in my lifetime, much less reunification, not happening unless the Incubus King conquers us both. I can think of another outcome. Hopefully the stalemate will end soon and we can begin a real search for information. I can only hope Reliar Aurilici returns with useful information. Okay. So you know how I said I'm like... you know how I said that I'm not fully blind, but I'm starting to forget things? I'm like pretty sure that, again, this is not guaranteed, but Aurilici, pronouncing it makes it sound wrong, but reading it, I think it's one of my favorite characters in the game. if it's who I think it is. I have like a memory of a character that I love like beyond words. And I think it's this guy. I think it's Aurelici. We'll see if I'm correct or if I'm just like hallucinating, which could be the case. Unless you have a question of the mother, I have no time for your petty concerns. My mom used to piss off my grandpa by pronouncing it like it was German. How do you even do that? I don't know how that pronunciation would sound like German. Like a Y... I don't know enough German to know, but isn't a Y sort of like a U sound? No, it's the opposite. It's U with umlauts is like a... No, wait, what? I don't remember. Fuck it. I'm not gonna like try and dig deep in my subconscious for what it is. Your grandpa is based though. That's all I need to know. Unless you have a question of the mother, I have no time for your petty concerns. We actually do want to ask some questions about the mother. Truly? What manner of heathen elf are you? Ah, I see there is one of the lost among you. Me? Yes, poor girl, growing up in lands dominated by Ivala. You don't believe the mother watches over the whole world? The mother may smile on all elves the world over, but to say she rules all, that is a human pretension. He had a medal of baseness? Nice. I think I know what you mean in general, or like in reality, and I think that's awesome if he does. They claim their human god is supreme, but that is preposterous. Evala may be strong in human lands, but she's only a human god. Oh, I always thought that elves didn't believe in Evala. No, of course she exists. Just as many other divine beings exist, but it's only the mother who cares for us. Okay, they are polytheic. Good to know. It's a polytheistic religion. Is there a god even for succubi? The mother has said nothing on this subject, but it must be true. Why else would we see such conflicts in our lands? Human wars are nothing but the mortal world, reflecting the conflicts of the gods, and our mother fights for us. If we make all the other races bow at our feet, perhaps the mother can ascend to be god over all. Oh my, that sounds wonderful, is it not? But we have a long road to walk to enact such a vision. I hope you embrace the mother's grace in the end. She desires to draw all elves to her. Okay, so you are fascistic as fuck. You're a fascist, 100%. Something isn't right about you, merchant. I'm sorry. I'm trying. It is a great honor to be able to serve Queen Daria personally. We have to keep everything in perfect order for Queen Daria's return. I keep thinking it's Darius. Please go. Those who trade in petty coin have no place in the mother's camp. Please, do not judge us so quickly. We wish we knew more of your guard. I suppose we have appeared rather quickly, compared to the long traditions of our kingdoms. When the world turned dark, the mother turned her face toward us and began bestowing her blessings again. What makes now so dark as opposed to the war with the Incubus King? I do not presume to understand the mother. Her ways are higher than ours. It is no secret that she has warned us that darker days are coming, and coming soon. You know, random thought. If the mother is real, which I assume she is, since Ivala and the magic goddess are, they talked about a sister. Are all three of these just sisters? Like the queen of, or like the god of magic, Ivala, god of humans, and the god of elves, are they just siblings? Food for thought. They're like, we're gonna become the singular race on Earth. And they're like, yeah, we're buddy-buddy with the other gods. Goddesses. It's no secret that she has warned us that darker days are coming, and coming soon. When those days come, her guard will be there to protect elvenkind. I see. Now, from memory, I distinctly remember there being a fuck-ass elf that is inside the, like, under trees. But you're supposed to see him a little bit. It's this guy, I think. Is it just this guy? I think it's this guy that I'm thinking of. Okay. Let me think here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Have I talked to everyone? I feel like I've talked to everyone. Yeah, there's these two who care about Aurelici or whatever. Aurilce. There's these three. There's one walking around. Also, big tent. I can't go into big tent. Okay, I think we're ready to go to the center. I can't think of anyone I missed. It would have to be at the very top here. But I talked to you and you're the only one here. Okay. We have been thorough and explored everything. I presume those are the queens? They've gotta be, right? We shouldn't approach until we're done scouting the area. I'll be observing the corruption within them more closely. The fuck? Yeah. Ah, there you are. I hope your work was fruitful, whatever it was. Both queens are up ahead. It's really quite an honor for outsiders to be able to see even one of them. Man, with so much hype, I'd better be blown away by our first good look at those queens. Yara, be respectful! There, you can see them well from here. To the left is my own sovereign, Queen Atria. Atria. To the right, the equally royal Queen Darius. They look the same. They're just sitting there? Well, there were arguments and negotiations earlier. I think they're sick of each other now. Well, let's go meet them in our official capacity. So, you are the emissaries of the Doom King. Yes, thank you for meeting us. The Mother's Guard warned us he would be coming. Why are you here to meddle in our affairs? Because the Incubus King has already meddled. We are here to balance his influence. There's always some pretext. Though Dargelon does not wish to invite outsiders into our lands, perhaps your presence is the Mother's will. As if you know anything of the Mother's will, you would have us bow to human gods. Mind your tongue, Daria. We would never have been so vulnerable if not for this foolish meeting. A magical link would have been just as secure. Magical interceptions have become more common while you hide in your forests. I apologize for this shameful display, stranger. We are not displaying the pride of the elves. Running as usual. Your quarrels are your own. Our concern is merely for the contaminated energy and its threat to peace on Arkland. And what will you demand in return for your assistance? Let us negotiate that once we have arrived at a solution. Let us negotiate that once we have arrived at a solution, because we will not be able to do this alone. I trust both of you have mages working on the problem. Perhaps together with them, we will be able to restore you to health. The issue with a game like this is that I keep having to move the monitor further up because I'm looking down to read the text because it's at the bottom of the screen. So even though the monitor is like correctly placed, if I was looking at the center of the monitor, I have to somehow like erase it higher every time because I keep just looking down at the text window for like 85% of the stream. But I'm trying to fix my posture now that I have a new chair, right? So I'm sitting up instead of like lounging in it like I normally do. Not only us, though the infection is a threat to us personally, the far greater danger is the contamination of the river. Yes, the Grindine grants life to both our realms, but at this rate it will become a festering wound. In this one thing, we can cooperate. The corruption is being held here, but our mages are rapidly tiring. So you require two solutions. Let us collaborate with your mages and perhaps we can solve them one at a time. I think not. You come with pleasant words, but you might want such access for ulterior motives. But if nothing changes, we are lost. You will have no access to the mages of Geldaron, not while I stand in the grip of this corruption. I regret to say it, but I cannot trust you so easily either. However, other mages from our kingdoms have come in order to offer their assistance. Perhaps if you can work together with them, we could begin to trust you. Never. But if you do well, I will not petition the Mother's Guard to strike you down. I see. We will do our best. I wonder if you can get like an optional boss fight against them if you do horrendously. I see. We will do our best. Good, good. Wow, they looked great, and they're not flat like a lot of elves. Comdump has never seen so many pretty queens. You're going to meet them for the harem, or you're going to get them for the harem, right, Simon? I mean, having some queens serve you is practically a requirement. Obviously, you're not going to do anything dumb, but they are hot. You want to solve this one the traditional way? No. What? But, look at them! They're both very beautiful, but neither is really doing anything for me. Huh. But it's not like we're only going to meet 2 elves while we're here. Someone else might be a good match. There we go. So long as we come out with some elves, I'm happy. Oh, but I wanted some queens. Altina, are elves matriarchal? The Forest Kingdoms maybe, but it wasn't always this way. The Old Kingdoms probably had more queens overall, but they also had kings, and periods when a couple ruled together. I never knew any of the old rulers, but somehow seeing these queens makes me a little sad. Regardless, the question is how to resolve this diplomatically. I have a suggestion. I thought you might be thinking something up. I have had a great deal of time to contemplate sexual corruption, in the abstract and specific to this situation. Given the right conditions, I believe you might be able to drain the power into yourself instead of curing them. Normally, I would not want to test such a spell on people, much less in such a delicate situation. But we can mind control the elves, and use them politically. Wow, Robin, that's kind of fucked up that you would say that. Yes, I am changing. Every day now, I am becoming more evil. If you weren't looking, I made you look. No, what she really said is, but elves are usually adept at purity magic. Combined with their mages, I am quite certain we can create a completely safe spell. And then you could resolve the situation without having sex with anyone. Boring. Come on, Robin! Just because you're prudish doesn't mean your father has to be. Thank you, Robin. I think it's a good idea. I don't think I can do it on my own, but if we find the right mages, I can help out. So we're looking for an elven specialist? That's right, but it's a very political choice, so we'd better be careful. Given the situation, we can probably find the mages we need nearby. Let's investigate these camps. Okay, this is tougher than I thought. I'm big on elves, but even I can see that most of these are boring. There's some pretty magic, but the confusing parts are not pretty. We're still looking for... Wait, who's that? Oh my god. I was right. The white-haired character there is, unironically, my spirit animal. One of my favorite characters in the game. I don't want to hype them up too much. I don't know how much screen time they get. I don't think they actually get that much screen time. But she's just like me for real, for real. Ah, those two. You should get to know them. On the left is Reliar Aurelici. I wish there wasn't an I on the second part and I could just say Aurilse. But Aurelici. And on the right is Elder Lunine. Big booba lady. With Kirito armor. She definitely did not have that model when I played last. You still won't allow my mage's entry? This is a travesty and you know it. I am doing nothing but obeying the will of both our queens. Bullshit, you're just using this as an excuse to solve the problem yourself and get all the glory. I'm not the one explicitly planning to work corruption magic. You'll endanger everyone's lives. And now you're playing games. You know the queens were going to consider my proposal. I can't be held responsible for your delusions. Damn it, troops, let's move. Set up barriers so she can't advance either. Who exactly are they? While neither is important in government, I believe they both lead significant popular support. Perhaps you should speak with them yourself. Maybe you can break this stalemate. Anyway, now that you have stronger connections, I should step back from the politics again. But I wish you luck. Politics. Key? I do hope the tragedy ends soon. Yeah. There's no point to our royal encampment. Yeah. We're on the bottom now. Why do we... Oh, mother. I wish I could find one of those butterflies. What's this about? Sorry, it has nothing to do with all this trouble, but my brother is sick. He needs powder from a rare butterfly to be cured. Sorry, I doubt we can help. I suppose we can keep our eyes open? Oh, thank you. Unfortunately, the butterfly only appears in certain glens. It has blue wings. If I don't find that butterfly for my brother soon, I'm cooked. There she is. Real character alert. Salutations. You're here on behalf of the Doom King, yes? That's correct. We cannot allow the Incubus King to meddle in this way. And it seems the stories of your general policies are true. You have word of Yihilin here? Many in Galdaron do not care about anything beyond our borders, but it remains possible to learn of the outside. For now. But forgive me for not introducing myself. I am Reliar, Aurelici. I don't think I recognize that title. Consider it a much more pretentious word for scholar. Now, what can I do for you? Though we are here to assist with the sexual magic, we don't want to blunder in unwanted. There was a conflict between you and Elder Linine earlier, but I don't know anything about it. Care to explain? It's a power struggle. Essentially, we're the two with enough mages to conceivably help rescue the queens. I would be willing to cooperate with someone else, but not Linine. Why is that? Because she wants to embrace the corruption that has so often dominated our people. It is insanity. Doesn't sound so insane to me. Neither of us is old enough to have memories of what you succubi did to us. I, however, have read the histories. If you were to disabuse Linine of her dreamy-eyed notions, I would not complain. What exactly are you implying? Nothing. Your actions are your own. We're hoping to work a spell to cure both queens before we attempt to do anything with the river. However, we will need materials. I only dabble in magic, but I have read enough that I believe I have some idea what you might need. Give me some time. I may be able to locate pure materials for your purposes. So, you interested in Aurelici? Aurelici? Let's go speak to Linine and see what she has to say. Anytime there's like an empty tent, I always assume that there'll be, it'll just fill up like this. And evidently I'm like always right. Hey, it's you guys! Come over here. Can we help you? Oh wow, you have 3 different succubi with you. I know we look good, but you don't have to stare that much. Sorry, forgot myself in the excitement. I'm not clear. Why are you so excited? Because I have so many questions I want to ask you. See, unlike a lot of elves, I don't think we should be afraid of succubi and corruption magic. The fact that we ignore it and hold ourselves pure is what makes us so vulnerable to it in the first place. So I thought, why not embrace it? Use the power of the enemy against the enemy. You're certainly doing a good job using our clothes against us. Oh, is it good? I wasn't sure how much cleavage was too much, and I thought about making them bigger with magic. Oh, you're doing just fine. Thank you, that's a relief to hear. I was beginning to wonder if I could ever explore this side of myself properly. I'm not stupid. I know the Incubus King is an awful man who would do horrible things to me. But this new Doom King, I like what I hear. It sounds like he has the right idea. Fucking entrepreneur, traitor, but like traitor towards our cause, I guess? Doom curious, maybe? Do you think he would be willing to accept an elven volunteer? Your life has such difficult problems. Oh, I used to think like that too. I thought I saw an elf with you. That's good news, yeah? Maybe the Doom King is up for it. At the moment, we're only here to assist with the sexual magic. I will not speak, or I am in big trouble, is what Simon is thinking. There was an argument between you and another woman. Can you explain the problem? Yeah, he is suffering from success, dude. Oh, that. Stupid bitch keeps getting in my way. Aurelici thinks I'm crazy to even try to solve our problem. She wants to just keep ignoring sexual magic. And now she's keeping us from working together to save the queens, just to score points. So she's the one preventing you from working together? Well, to be fair, it's more than that. I want to do something she refuses to try. Instead of trying to purify all that corruption, why not absorb it? Use it to power our spells. Funnily enough, that's exactly what we're trying to do. That's a dangerous proposal, but not impossible. Oh, then can we? Can we? We're hoping to work a spell to cure both queens before we attempt to do anything with the river. However, we will need materials. Oh, you'll need some sacred woods most likely then. I play more with fighting than magic, but I do have mages in my employ. I'll see if they can't find something fitting. I don't get it. You already got the story from the other one. Why listen to it all again? I wanted to see how she would frame the conflict, given a chance to influence my perspective. Oh, clever. Robin, do you believe either of them could locate the materials we need? Either could. The greater question is which one would be a better ally among the elves? Which is a question of Dargilon versus Gelderon as well. A difficult choice. I know this is a political situation, but it's not what I'm thinking about. I don't think this alone would commit us to either side, but they'll remember our choice. I love when the dialogue is like very much hinting towards the player, like this is a choice of some import. That said, Lenine is most agreeable to us right now, right? So let's do Lenine. My mages have located an area with just the mix of purity and corruption you need. Wanna go? Great, I'll have my mages show you the way right now. I'll show you the way. Okay. We gotta kill monsters. This time you're super easy. Oh my god, you're a real enemy. Menuing is the hardest part of this game for sure. I recently downloaded, what's it called? ITG Mania, which is like the Stepmania, like community sequel kind of, or like a community definitive pack, definitive edition. And I feel like I'm playing a beat map, playing a song when I'm fucking menuing in this game. Because I'm trying to do it at like a pretty fast speed. Double crit, that's crazy. This moss is one of the resources the spell requires. Okay. That Uso, no, it's Osu, man. Got it right. That said, I actually played Osu before I played Stepmania, but I prefer Stepmania nowadays. I conquer trees, you're always broken, so we gotta kill you fast. Okay, Varia, why are you just randomly broken now? What happened? I used to play a religious amount of Osu until my pad for it broke. I was really dumb and... Or I played it afterwards as well. I was really dumb. I was playing Osu, but I was actually clicking with my pen rather than or tapping with my pen instead of using buttons. And then as soon as my drawing pad broke, I bought another one and then started using 2 buttons like you're supposed to. This is another. Wait, no. This is similar to the plant we need, but not the same one. Is it worth taking? It's rare. Actually, we might as well. King's Fail Leaf, as opposed to King's Win Leaf, I guess. This flower, is it the right one? Nope, nope. Cumdom thinks it's the other one. Ah, so it is. Thank you, Cum. Seriously, they look identical to me. Purity magic is boring. Well, I'm sorry purity magic isn't sexy enough for you. These are the ugliest monsters in, like, the entire game. I despise this monster in specific. God damn it. I wasn't paying attention. It's just a little guy. It is very decidedly not a little guy. It also has like spider eyes, kind of. 2 sets of 4. And then it has like ball chic ass fucking protrusions on top of its head. And then a big ass bulge at the bottom. It looks like a giant dick from a specific angle. Sounds like Pip is a homophobe. What? Why? Look at this winning smile. Oh my god, my healer died. I'm in the wrong menu. And she can't revive. Oh my god. Whatever. Found 3 longbows. Looks like some elves forgot their stuff out here. Yoink! Shame they took such bad care of their equipment. Can I? Yeah, it's actually an item. Elfie style, orky killing. Whoa! Huh? Is something wrong? Let me just try to untangle. Much pretzies. Come down barely understands. Ah yes, come, help me out here. Purple flashbang! Got it, that was one hell of an illusion. An illusion? I didn't sense anything, nor am I sure what changed. That's because the illusions are the prettiest, prettier than Cumdump or Yara or Simonette can make. Absolute cinema, we better get the fuck out of here. Who can make better illusions than all of us combined? Riala? That's like my only guess, Riala. I think we have some elite succubi here. Should we be concerned about that? Well, no reason not to be cautious, but I think most likely they're not our enemy. Ooh, is this one of the resources we need? That's a potion. Well, we'll put it to use, Nalili. Yay! Found a health potion. She's so adorable, man. Ooh! Ah! Oh wait, you have succubi with you. You must be those emissaries the elves were talking about. Which, I guess, still makes you the enemy. Heyo! How are you doing, Kirby? What did you miss? Do you want me to catch you up on what you missed? Which I guess still makes you the enemy. Please don't hurt me. I'm just grateful I didn't get captured. I'll stay out of the way. I forgot you were streaming, and I forgot on the walk to the doctor. How did you forget I was streaming when you were here an hour ago? What? Are you okay? Are you suffering from like short-term amnesia? Listen, man. Man, I don't know what to tell you, man. I hope for your sake your health is good. That's all I have to say. Early onset dementia is not to be joked about. Marcus, we are playing a porn RPG with the most ludicrous politics and like themes and subject matter. I'm going to joke about pretty much everything and anything. I'm sorry. This is not the family friendly stream. But I agree, early onset dementia fucking sucks, which is why... Have you heard of gallows humor? I'm a big fan of gallows humor. That's my take on it. I don't need to defend myself. Gallows humor is sick. The only reason I escaped was sheer luck. I literally walked outside when you were on Scrandal. That sucks. Well, we saved the world while you were gone. We found 4 more harem members. We have forged political relations with the Elven Kingdoms. We're well on our way to... like right now we're talking to... You see the blue-haired girl under? That's the secretary to the Incubus King. So we're trying to sabotage him from within. And what else? What else? Oh yeah, we found one of my favorite characters. Yeah, I hope that helps. Wait, you aren't totally kidding. I'm overselling it largely. We have found the 2 elven queens and talked to them for like 2 minutes, and then we have found 2 elven, like, publicly loved characters that hate each other, one from each country, and they are prospective harem members. And one of them is one of my all-time favorite characters from this game. I distinctly remember. But other than that, we haven't talked to the woman below yet. Which country? Dalgeron and Geldaron. Okay, I'm going in Vodland. Sounds good, sounds good. The only reason I escaped was sheer luck. I need to concentrate on maintaining the illusion. These elves are troublingly... Don't you... Isn't it trouble and then hyphenated ingly? Is it troublingly like this? This is not Riala, by the way. This is an elite succubi. This is not Riala. You don't remember what Riala looks like. This is not Riala. I need to concentrate on maintaining the illusion. These elves are troublingly observant. It's written correctly? Okay, it just reads weird. I don't know why. What do you have to say? Huh? Who could pierce the... I met you at the gathering, didn't I? You serve the one who now calls himself the Doom King. That's right. Hello again, Iris. If you're here, you have some idea what's going on, don't you? Lustlord, this is embarrassing. I take it we don't have to be enemies? Oh, we do. I see no possibility but brutal conflict between the Incubus Emperor and your master. Incubus Emperor? He's declared that his new title... Oh, that is his new title, and I'm afraid it may be going to his head, because he talks about invasion more than usual. But I don't think any conflict needs to start today, at least not if you are as reasonable as his other servants. We were here to assist the elves in removing the corruption. All we want is to keep the continent stable. Normally that might put us in conflict, but not this time. Since the succubi with you have already seen the Incubus Emperor's nature. And I won't try to sugarcoat things. This is all a huge mess. He started out demanding that we enslave elven queens, and unlike usual, he was very insistent. But pretty much the same instant I released the seed of corruption, he forgot about the whole thing. You don't want to know his new fetish. Since these seeds are valuable, I sent agents to retrieve it. Unfortunately, they were captured. No, this is not the same. That's the generic Elite Succubus look. We've seen 3 of them. This is one we haven't talked to yet from the Incubus Empire. There's at least 3 of them that look like this. Since these seeds are valuable, I sent agents to retrieve it. Unfortunately, they were captured. I don't know if you've seen, but the elves are playing with new powers, both kingdoms. We've seen, so why are you still here? I'm concerned about what might be happening in my absence, but I don't want to abandon the captured succubi. What if we negotiated their release in return for the destruction of the seed? Ah, is that possible? I'm glad the elves are open to diplomacy. I want the seed back, but I'd rather have the women I sent into danger. They must be hurting, abused by elven purity spells. We'll see what we can do. Not to be pessimistic, but I'll wait to see results. Okay, cool. Not an enemy for once. Also, what is your hairstyle? When you're on, when I see you from the side like this, I'm like, you clearly have pigtails. But no, it's just a single... This is such a weird hairstyle. Oh, look. Big cocks. Fucked up, man. $2,800? Big. I love defensive spells. I love the defense formula in this game. So, like, you just don't take damage. Are you with the group holding the succubi captive? I'm its commander. You're the ones working with Elder Lenine, correct? Yes, we hope we can find a way to cure both queens. She may be going through a rebellious phase, but Lenine is from a good, devout family. We would like to negotiate with the succubi to remove them from your realm as quickly as possible. I will release them to you, on one condition. Take them away from here as soon as possible. I do not want to place any temptations in front of Lenine. Our greatest hope is to remove them immediately, and we will be on our way soon as well. In that case, I suppose I can authorize their release. I never talked to them. Interesting. Fair enough. They're alive! I can't believe it. But their condition. They're in no state to be transported. If we had some elven men, but no, I suppose this is the best outcome. We need to cut our losses. Oh, if only there was someone who could help with their cum-starved condition. Yeah, do it! Do it! Can't say name, we'll do the right thing. Simon is the only person whose name she remembers, and she can't call him Simon. Why can't she call him Simon? Can't say name. Why is can't... You're not calling him Doom King any... Whatever. You're adorable. Oh, go on. You know it's the right thing to do. Are you volunteering? I suppose as one of the Doom King's commanders, you must have some potency. I believe I can help them, assuming there isn't another option. It would be a wonderful gift. These are good women. I'm sure they'll make it worth your while. What is going on here? You're going to want to close your eyes. More than that, we should set up additional illusions so the elves don't detect us and assume we're trying something. I hadn't considered the meaning of an orgy from their perspective. Yes, it shall be done. Having said that, I'll leave you to it. And don't worry, I'll call them off if they start to actually drain you. Heh. You hear me fucking spam clicking the screen like... Get through there. Oh my, the commander is certainly... puissant? What the fuck?
Puissant.
Puissant. Having puissance. Powerful. Did you know puissant has some powerful ties to some more commonplace English words? Although puissant has a considerably fancier feel than power and potent, all three words share the same Latin ancestor. Posse, a verb meaning to be able. Okay. Puissant. You could say that. Now, will we have your cooperation with resolving this? Definitely. This should leave everyone healthy enough to travel back, and we'll teleport straight out so as to not disturb the elves. Please, thank the commander for his kindness as soon as he recovers. The consequences of my absence remain to be seen. I should have returned, but I hate to see succubi suffer due to my mistakes. Okay, she's gonna join us for sure. 110%. We are going to join... This game is netorare! Crazy! Tag corruption, tag fucking cheating, tag everything like that, tag mindbreak, all of it. We're stealing her for sure. She's reasonable and working for the worst character in the... third worst character in the game. Mistake, it sounded to me like you were nothing but loyal, and the only fault lay with the one commanding you. Thinking that way gets you nowhere in the Incubus Emperor's domain. I should probably go. Being here is bringing up thoughts easier left buried. Are you sure they should stay that way? We're leaving this in your hands. Find the seed of corruption and destroy it, or do as you will. Interested in Iris, I take it. I hate to see good people suffering under incompetent leaders. Those glasses are cute, though. More immediately relevant, there are a large number of corrupt resources to be found in their camp. Enough resources for us to return and complete the spell? Well, someone's back early. Except, you technically came multiple times, but you weren't actually satisfied, were you? No, but that's immaterial for now. To answer your earlier question, we only need to gather a few pure resources total to have enough. Okay. Oh, there's the butterfly. Hey, wait, is that the butterfly that one woman wanted? I believe it is, that's fortunate. Caught the Dargalese butterfly. Do we seriously run these kinds of errands just to make random peasants happy? Yes, all the time. At this point, I don't really expect you to understand. Just assume we get off on it. Oh, okay. Yeah, so when I jerk off, what I like to do is I like to get all like set up. Like I grab some lotion, grab some tissues. I load up old school RuneScape, and actually I have multiple accounts stationed at the quest called One Small Favor, and I just run one small favor like over and over again until I come. It's amazing. It's amazing. There's nothing better than just doing fetch quests for people like over and over. It really gets you going. These only exist to, like, drain your mana. And I can do them without using mana if I use the Succubi. I just don't want to. I cannot be bothered. This leaf drifting on the water. Valuable, but not what we need now. Found our King's Fail leaf. Okay. At least the time to kill in this game is fairly short. It's one thing I always get back to. It's really nice how quickly you win most fights or lose most fights in this game. Except for the fucking shore in Ardoheim, the like special quest I did. Holy shit, I think I was on one of those fights for over like 20-30 minutes. Robin, is this one of the resources? Indeed it is. Good eye, Karina. It's not strong, but it has a whiff of corruption around it. Well, I hope it helps the queens get better. The Dickler. So, how are people doing today? Great, I'm happy to hear it. I'm pressing one button over and over and over and over again. There we go. That's crazy. I'm doing pretty good too. I've had a migraine earlier today. I had it through most of the morning for like 7-8 hours, probably a little bit more. So I didn't think I was gonna go to the gym, but then I like felt better and forced myself to go, and I'm really happy I did. So I'm pretty happy I managed to get that done. Let's see. Are we done here? I think we're done here. We looted like everything I can think of. And what's it called? I'm just hoping I don't feel bad tomorrow. I've had a headache like after the migraine for like the entire day. I have a headache now as well. But I'm hoping it doesn't like stay for work tomorrow. I might call like sick of work if it's worse tomorrow. But right now I'm feeling pretty great despite the despite the headache. Is this the kind of butterfly you need by any chance? Oh, yes, this is it. Then consider it yours. Compliments of the Doom King. I would never have dreamed I'd be saying this to such a group, but thank you. Now, I'm afraid there's nothing I can give you in return, for I have little. That's okay, Aka wants to bang you, right? Damn it, Nalili. Sometimes you just have to ignore succubi. No, I gave it to you because I want your brother to recover. Well, you have my deepest thanks. I'll go make the potion right away. And she wants to bang it. Bang the elf, yeah. I don't get it. At all. Seriously? You've never wanted to do something nice for someone just to be kind? Good luck, Aka. Succubus' views of altruism are a little different from yours. Oh, I'd like to do a lot of altruistic things to Simon. Forget I asked. Thanks for letting us go out of our way to help Simon. Of course, Aka. I'm happy she doesn't call him daddy in the regular scenes, though. And that's good. Wow, my mages say you got all the stuff we need. Could I begin working with them on the spell to help the queens? Oh, you bet. Go for it. Is it okay if I help? Sure, why not? If Ivala wants to help, that's fine with me. Anyway, you all get out of here and talk magic. I want to talk to your boss. I'm really happy about you helping me on this one. Things were going bad before you got involved. Perhaps we should save celebrations for after the matter is actually resolved. Nah, I'm sure things will be fine. Seriously, I want to give you something. Received Sylvan Gauntlet. Well, I guess there's nothing left to do but wait for the mages to finish up. Despite my suspicions, my mages assure me that the spell you have created is sound. We appreciate all of the hard work you have rendered on our behalf. There's no need for that. Elves played their part too, particularly Elder Linine. Yes, she deserves our commendation. If you're both satisfied, may our mages cast the spell? We can begin at your command. Let us finish this. I am sick and tired of being trapped on this platform, choking on corruption. You could be choking on something if you know what I mean. For once, we are in complete agreement. Please begin. How wonderful! The corruption is gone! Ah, it feels glorious to be free of that taint. Yes, it is quite liberating. However, if I'm not mistaken, you absorb that power into yourself. Huh? What does that mean? It was an essential component of the spell if you did not want the corruption thrown into the surrounding area. And I'm sure you found it more decorous than the other alternative. Decorous? Decorous. Is it decor? Is it like... In keeping with good taste and propriety, polite and restrained. Yeah, it's the same as decor, like singular. They'd have enjoyed it in the end. Don't concern yourself with it. If you both feel well, that spell was a success. Only a partial success, that seed is still out there, and the river itself is still corrupted. My queen, they've already accomplished a great feat. To also restore the river would have been impossible. Tell me, would it be possible for you to repeat your spell on the river? I'm afraid that task is substantially more difficult. However, we are willing to work with you until the matter is resolved. Now, will you tell us what you want in return? Only good relations between our nations. If matters become worse, I hope you will remember that the Incubus King Emperor attacked you, and the Doom King sent help. Ugh, I want no obligations to foreigners. Dorgilon would be happy to offer thanks for your help. Perhaps we could acknowledge your right to exist within Ardaheim. Hey, Geldaron can do its part too with Aram. Thank you, but for now, perhaps we can plan for resolving the rest of the matter. I fear both of us must return to our thrones to deal with all that has fallen apart in our absence. However, I will grant you access to the city of Feltiar, so you can find a way to restore the river Grindine. Gruntilda. You'll need both sides of the river, though. You can visit Denmiel as well, provided your succubi keep themselves under control. Thank you for your generosity. Now, I believe all of us have a great deal of work to do. Are you satisfied with how that played out? Reasonably so, but it's obvious this problem won't be resolved instantaneously. I fear the research alone could take a month. We should return to Yihilin at least briefly so I can make an appearance as the Doom King. You don't know how many times I do that, by the way. I don't do it during live streams, but anytime I record audio and I fumble a line, I always go like, like I always just start doing nonsensical garble noises and then go back to the line, which sucks because then I'm like halfway through the actual line with correct delivery, and I'm like, no, I have to drop. There's no way to splice this. I have to drop this one every time. We should return to Yihilin, at least briefly, so I can make an appearance as the Doom King. If we speak with the Mother's Guard, perhaps we can use teleportation to move to and from Yihilin more freely. Yes, that should be high priority. Let's get started. I wish you the best of luck back in the forests. Hope everything continues well here. Having the Doom King put in an appearance helped, but things should continue steadily enough from here. And if you can get official recognition from Dargelon and Geldaron, that will help even more. Take all the time you need. We'll be in touch, Janine. Farewell, Simon. I've never liked magical travel. I'm afraid that won't be the end of it. We mostly get around via magic since the elves don't trust us to wander freely. Well, I'll deal with it. Now, where are the others? Hey, you guys are here already. Trip to Yihilin go well? I felt so. I hope with Miguel we'll be able to make further ties with both kingdoms. It's a good plan, but I'm afraid our time here is limited. We're starting to get pushback from the Mother's Guard. However, even they can't deny the difficulty of our work. We shouldn't delay, but there's no urgency beyond that. I assume you've made more progress? We've developed a purification spell that both sides will be happy with, impossible as that may sound. But for it to be effective, we need to set up several focal points, and we don't necessarily have access to them. Lenin and Orilisi have been helpful, but I think they want us to commit more for something like this. We can figure out the details later, then. We still need to find the seed of corruption as well. Sounds like we'll all be busy then. Good luck. I've updated our map. They're ready to woods walk us once we've decided. So this is the area we're free to travel in. There are a lot of smaller communities we shouldn't bother, but I've marked the ones we have access to. For the purification spell to be effective, we need 3 focal points. Here, here, and here. All populated locations. We can't set up a different triangle somewhere else. In an ideal world, yes, but the elves have been pushing around the corruption, creating focused points of energy we have to eliminate. We need to find the specific points, get permission to work magic there, then set up the spells. We'll just have to negotiate access then. That's reasonable enough, given the risks they're taking with us. Why did I get willing out of that? I don't know how reasonable it will be. Seems to me like tensions have risen while you were gone. We may have to make a permanent alliance with elves willing to work with us. Have you given thought to who you might pick? I'm still thinking. Do any of us have options? Or opinions? Oh my god. Am I faltering? Chat, am I faltering? I don't feel like I'm faltering. I feel perfectly fine and normal, but my text reading skills are definitely faltering for some reason. Titty Elf! That's what they call me. Honestly, I don't mind either way. I'm confident with you in charge. It will all work out. I actually find it really endearing how Yara has changed as a character. Like, Yara at the start was very much manipulating us by saying this stuff, but you can tell that it changed into like genuine belief later in the game. I think it's great. Agreed. Anyway, where do you want to go first? Her development in the plot is like one of the most interesting, I think. Okay. We're going here first. Storel! Storel, hello, how are you? Storel! Aw, looks like he's shy. I hear that in human lands you keep children indoors instead of letting them wander outside. How strange. And these days you don't have to let them stay indoors, they can't even get off the tablet. Listening in on their conversation. Trying to, but I didn't know the main word they were using. Nenei? Nenei? Something like that? It's actually Nemne. It means robbery. Whoa, you can speak Storgan, Varya? Heh, hardly, but in Genelon a lot of official notices are written in it, so you have to learn a little. Let me guess, reading your own bounty papers? I didn't ever really build much of a reputation in Genelon, but I did pay attention to the bounties. You have to keep a low profile there. Lots of hunters then? Yeah, the Empire itself keeps a professional corps of them, and they pay some others. Being a bandit there is hard. As opposed to here, where you never had any problems, right? I'll take problems like Simon over a prison cell any day. Yeah, mood. Please go inside. Reliar Aurelici is expecting you. I'm focusing on keeping this place secure. Please don't disturb me. Reliar Aurelici barely stops working to eat or sleep. I get worried about her. I really just want to say Aurelice. But it's not right. You know, we've worked together closely over the previous period, yet you still haven't given your real name. Being able to work together doesn't imply a full commitment. See, this is what I like about you. As it happens, I am proposing a more serious alliance between us. I believe our purposes align. And what exactly would such an alliance entail? For a start, I believe we need each other to purify the river. I offer my full support in activities related to that. There are other matters where I believe we could collaborate productively, but I trust you'll understand that I will say nothing about my plans while you are still weighing your options so secretly. However, if we do work together, I will take the first step in offering trust. I see. I won't ask you to make your decision now. Please, give it some thought and let me know. Yep. Except we're talking to her again. Given the matter some thought, would you like to work together? You haven't said shit. I need more info. You really think I'd work with you given so little information? No, but can you blame me for trying? In all honesty, I respect you, and I'd like to work with you, but I don't entirely trust you. That's fair, but it's not a very good basis for a partnership. I suppose I can be more generous. After all, I have had significant time to observe you, while you've had much less opportunity to observe me. Reports would have us believe that you and your succubi would have been raping left and right during this time. Succubi may be more sexual than many are comfortable with, but I don't believe their inherent nature is that aggressive. I've also come to appreciate how strong you are. I realize that my magical protections may have been inadequate at times. However, you've made no effort to influence me. I appreciate that. Enough to share more of your thoughts? I'm getting there, never fear. I believe most people have naive views of the world. For example, many elves think if our kingdoms came together, we would be unstoppable. But the idea that we are one people separated only by tradition is childish. Even each nation is a hive of different factions. Many would have said the Incubus King was an exception, a united front, but then your Doom King appeared and proved that wrong. Linine's view of the world isn't much more complex. Thinking that she can simply ally with forces of corruption is naive. No, if there are any effective alliances in this world, they will not fall along such simple lines. Hence your interest in us? Precisely. Make no mistake, the magic you wield troubles me, and I think it foolish for elves to trifle with it. But I do not intend to trifle. Gelderon needs sober alliances if it is to survive. What kind of alliances did you have in mind? Well, that has been changing as I get to know you. I would have been willing to sacrifice elves to your hordes if it meant an effective alliance. Fortunately, it doesn't seem it will come to that. No, though if there are any volunteers, Yara is very interested. So I've noticed. What you've said is all very interesting, but I feel as though you're talking around the issue. I doubt it's unintentional. Well, it seems like I can't distract you. What I want is difficult to define simply. What I said earlier was preface, not misdirection. I could say I want to protect Gelderon, but that would be misleading. I don't care about our borders, our national identity, or anything of the sort. But I love our scholarship, many parts of our way of life, and the peace in the heart of the forest. I don't want to see those trampled, whether by humans, succubi, or nationalistic Geldaris. You think that last one is a problem? Without question, this recent nationalism, the cult of the mother, these are relatively recent developments flattening our culture and history. It almost makes you think the game is political, but thankfully, this game on the store page it says apolitical in bright red letters, so there's no politics inside. Without that, you might get the wrong idea. As far as I'm concerned, the mother's teachings are nonsense designed to make poor and oppressed parts of society pull together with those in power. Interesting. I would be happy to discuss those at further length with you. But now you're the one holding back. What do you think of what I've said? Thankfully, gaming is a completely apolitical lobby or hobby. Yeah, I agree. I actually got into it because I could escape politics, you know. That's why I play games, because I didn't want to think about politics. That's why I only play Call of Duty nowadays. What did she say? But now that you're the one holding back, what do you think of what I've said? I wouldn't use your terms, but I don't think we're so far away. Far apart. I'd like to create a better world than this one, even if I can only do that in small ways. That's too idealistic for me. And again, you've helped found a new country while I stayed here and studied. I'm also not sure we'd agree about what decisions are necessary, but we agree that sometimes the necessary decisions are difficult. Good. My sense was that you were definitely my type of person, but I wasn't sure. So here's why she's one of my favorite characters. This is Elf Simon. Except there's one twist on the character. You know how the Succubi is a twist on the character? In this case, she's insanely sadistic, I believe. I think the definition of Schadenfreude. We haven't seen a lot of it yet, but if I remember correctly, that's the big difference. But she's very much Simon if Simon was sadistic as fuck. And I love that. I have a suggestion. What if I went to Elder Lunin and agreed to work with her, but secretly collaborated with you? No, normally I would approve of such a plan, but to my mind that raises the risk of working with you too much. Given the information you control, it would be all too easy for you to try some kind of triple or quadruple cross. I see. I imagine your agents are watching for any sign of collaboration with Lunin then? Of course, not that I disapprove of you considering your options. I won't throw any more choices at you. Give the matter some thought and decide if you want to work together. Imagine that you don't get any of this dialogue, and you get no insight into her character if you just agree to work together immediately, without asking for more info. I fucking love that. It's not, like, a big deal, but it gives you so much of her character and motivations. I won't throw any more choices at you. Yeah. Okay. Let's get some more info. Don't disturb our conversation. You weren't eavesdropping, were you? Oh no, I'm sorry. I've heard that human cities are even more paved than Feltiar. That can't be true, can it? I don't know what Feltiar is like. No one appreciates how much work it takes to keep a city like this growing nicely. Elfchild. Storel. How old are you? 4. Wow, you're growing big for 4. You talk funny. I like you. Thank you. I'm trying to learn. Me too. Every day I go to school to learn many things. But I don't like that there are boys at the school. They throw dirt at me. That sounds familiar. Do you have boys outside the forest? Maybe I'm not understanding. Do you have boys there, or all girls? Because I see only girls. All girls except maybe that guy with a weird thing on his face. Child, let me teach you a word. It's called harem. Ah, okay, now I'm understanding. Yes, we having boys and girls outside. This group is just mostly girls. And that's Simon's beard. Elves can growing them too, but guessing never seen one. He doesn't throw dirt at you? Ha, no, he's a nice boy. Okay, I'm glad you have so many friends. Me too. Thanks for talking to me, nice lady. I thought you were scary at first, but you were nice. The boys were too scared to talk to you, but I did. Based. Don't go near the ruins on the other side of the river. They're dangerous. My bad. Hey there, can I interest you in some mushrooms? Oh, it's a girl. My bad. Sorry, no. Dang, I'm never going to sell this farm. Some kind of mushroom farm? Yeah, it's a good business, but it's very time intensive and it really ties you down. I want to travel before I get old. I have no idea how to value such a thing. Is that the first time she's out of her element? I think that might be the first time she's out of her element completely. Are you interested in buying? Because I'm definitely interested in selling. We're here on official business. All the same, let's remember the opportunity. I'm going to be guarding these mushrooms for fucking ever. Okay. Depart from here, Anfelani. Oh yeah, you're right. They should. Except that guy would be like slaughtered in the Elven lands, I'm sure. Depart from here, Anfelani. Let me preach in peace. We're not allowed to listen. The mother's teachings are only for her chosen children. And you simply stand there and preach? You aren't going to leave me in peace until I speak, will you? You're a troublesome one, Anfelan. Very well, I am here seeking recruits for the Mother's Guard. Here, this part of Den Miel looks fairly poor to me, and not particularly martial. As if outsiders could understand, our power comes from the Mother, not ourselves. I am here seeking not strength, but purity, something that none of you could ever possess. Now be gone, there's much work to be done. My bad. Okay, it's time to check out our options. By that I mean check the other city where Lunin is. Here? Question mark here? Yay! Peace, foreigners. What brings you to Feltiar? Storel. Few of us speak more of your language than that. Oh, greetings then. Here in the foreign districts of Feltiar, everyone will be able to speak with you, but if you stay long, I hope you learn Storgen. Foreign district? I don't see too many foreigners other than us. Foreign relative to Dargelon as a whole. We allow Arden elves to live here, for example. Oh, it's like that then. Outside of major cities where trade is necessary, you will not find many who speak foreign tongues. But here, I wish you the best of luck with your business. Thanks. Please enjoy your time in Feltiar. Honestly, like the best... this might be the best reception we've gotten to a city so far. I can't even think of a comparison. Has anyone invited us into a city ever? I'm only here until the investigation is over. Don't bother me. My bad. Storel, this is Elder Linin's temporary headquarters. She said to let you in. Stay the hell out of my orchards. Elder Linin keeps the best wine, even in a little house like this. I don't have too much personally against Aurelici, but Mother above, her people can't seem to have any fun. Hey, it's just the guy I wanted to see. Yes? Your people have been working really hard to purify the river, but we're getting in your way, aren't we? This is exactly the kind of attitude toward corruption that is going to hurt us in the long run. Anyway, I've been making preparations. I'm willing to put my reputation on the line to help you, if you help me a little. I'm glad you want to help, but what is it you need from us? Basically, I want to feel like I'm leaving my homeland stable before I go with you, so for things like... Who invited you? Bud, who said you're on the team? Aren't you moving a little bit too fast here? She thinks she's on the team? She is not a member of the gang yet. You do not get to speak like you're a member of the council, okay? So for things like the river, we're on the same side. But another thing, I'm guessing you've noticed some suspicious shit going down in the Mother's Guard. I haven't made any judgments, but I do wish I had more information about them. I believe in the Mother, but I don't believe her guard is always right in speaking for her. They've come into power too quickly. They have popular support, but their rise also makes a lot of people uncomfortable. On my own, I'm helpless to investigate them any further, but I'm not great at that kind of thing anyway. But us combined, we can find out what's going on, purify the river, and leave both kingdoms in good shape. The things I like for all elves, more succubi, and corruption magic. I know those will be slower processes, but I hope we can get somewhere working together. Anyway, that's the deal. Sound good? Notice how much easier it is to get information out of her. We don't need to do any games with her, whereas with Aurelice we need to, because she is playing the game a lot better than Linin is. This is really awkward, but I can sweeten the deal. I wanted to give myself to the Doom King, but he's someone I don't even know. I just like the idea of it. Oh my god. Stop inviting people into your fetishes without consent. The only disgusting fetish is the non-consensual one. The one involving non-consensual parties, not consensual non-consent, that's fine. Brother in Christ. Whatever, it's a political thing, it's different. I do know you, though, and I like you. So what exactly are you offering? Take me as a love slave. So long as I can still work for the good of Dargalon, you can do whatever you want to me. Love slave. If that's okay, would the Doom King allow you to take someone like me? I think he could be persuaded. That shouldn't be your concern, and in my time here I have grown fond of you, Linine. But I think you need to be clear on what exactly you're offering, for your own sake. Oh, I'm not worried about that part. I know you take good care of me. I can sweeten the pot even more. Work with me and you might be able to get Aurelice too. She's sure to be working against me, and she'll try something. That's where you can come in and humble her. I don't mind if you take her too, so long as she's second to me, of course. Let me make one thing clear, Linine. You will always be second to Aurelice. In politics, in charm, in intellect, on my hierarchy, in the harem. Always. Well, are you interested? No. I'd like to give the matter some thought first. Okay, I guess, but come on, you know what I'm offering, and I'm sure you already know how you feel about me. Oh, come on, you know you want me. And now we go back. Now that we've gotten all the information, we can go back. I really like these segments where it's a new city and like a completely different space where we're the intruders rather than when we're in Yihilin. Given the matter some thought, would you like to work together? Yes. I'm pleased to hear that. From your activities, I gather that your primary objective is purifying the river. This is also my current focus. My mages can assist where necessary, and I will provide you my authority whenever you need access to specific locations. I won't ask anything in return, but there is one thing. The Mother's Guard has become increasingly aggressive lately. If you learn anything about them, it will be to your credit if you tell me. Those seem like solid basic terms for an alliance. If our collaboration is fruitful, I would be happy to work together in other ways as well. First, perhaps we should share our basic information. It's almost intimidating how much you've come to understand about our kingdoms. Yeah, I talked to 3 guys. I talked to the 3 important people that trigger that line of dialogue. Don't worry, I got it like that. But if we're working together, I should be happy to have a competent ally. I look forward to this. My nose is like insanely itchy today, and I don't know why. It's really bothering me. If you do not mind, I will accompany you and assist where I am able. What are you doing here, Akka? Relia or Aurelice barely stops working to eat or sleep. I get worried about her. Hey Simon, got a thing I wanted to ask you. Go ahead. I've been trying to improve my Storgen. It could be useful, you know, if I need to infiltrate or something. Just hearing it so much has been helpful. What I really need now is a chance to practice conversations. So basically, I'm asking if I can try that out with people I meet. It's not critical to our goal, but... You could even if it was just for fun, Akka. Go ahead. I figured you'd say that, but I wanted to check. Okay. With you helping us, I'm not needed for much. Yeah, I know you're obsolete now. Worthless. Don't disturb our conversation. I think I actually fucked something up here. In that if you wait to talk with them, she'll speak to them in the local language, funnily enough. Can I go up here? The stairs are really big. Maybe that's intentional. No one is going to go up there unless they have a good reason. But we're pretty strong. We can probably just hop up. Ooh. Only qualified mages may enter while the quarantine is in place. You know these people are the ones charged to deal with this matter. Reliar. And you know that the quarantine isn't sufficient, so why turn them away? It is an embarrassment. We sent in mages and the corruption made them into crazed maniacs. And you think it's less of a disgrace to elves to keep our own people locked up like this? We're here to actually solve this problem. You can step aside, or you can be the one who delayed the solution. I hope you're not making a mistake trusting them, Reliar. Well, let's see what can be done about those inside. You know what? I'm sorry to say, gang, this is probably gonna be the shortest stream I've done of this game. Because my headache is getting a bit worse. And I feel like I'm faltering on reading. Like my eyes are starting to hurt a little bit. I don't think I can actually play today more than I have. It's also at the start of a quest chain with Aka learning the language. So I think I gotta call it early today. I also have to get up for work at like 5:30 tomorrow, so I need to get to sleep really early. So I need to cook before bed as well. So I will unfortunately call it here. Next stream will be... Let me get my calendar out. Next stream is either... No. Okay, next stream is Tuesday next week. I'm sorry, Luco. Bad first stream back that it's so short, but I can't go any further. My headache is killing me a little bit. But next stream is Tuesday next week, I'm pretty sure. That is what makes the most sense for me. So Tuesday next week we'll be back. Maybe Monday as well, but I doubt it. So I will call it here and upload the VOD. Sorry for the short stream. Bye.